Hello and welcome back to this edition of Daily Actives brought to you by Bootleg Macro. I am Dustin. We are looking at Tesla once again, and today is not the day that I expected to see, boys and girls. Now, we look at the price here. We can see that Tesla's essentially been floating in that standard deviation range of its 23-day average. That's what it means when it has the green background and blue and black lettering. It's either one or -1 standard deviation away from the mean. So it's in the exactly where you'd expect it to be. Right now, the price is above its 5-day moving average. That 5-day moving average is not above the 23-day moving average yet. We are not above the 23-day moving average yet either, which is interesting because we want to get back up above 243 or so. We're stuck around that 230. If we chop here for a while, that could be quite concerning, to be honest. We did see a few days of up. We are down 2.8% today. We are still positive on the 5-day rolling, nearly 5%. Negative on the 15-day and the 1 month, though. That's not great to see. We still have some go short signals on the Tesla signals for the short term, intermediate term, and longer term. We are flipping bullish on that short term, though, in terms of Tesla, which you'd expect because we did get this move. It looks like off of 215 all the way up to 236. That will incorporate and create a bullish move. We can see, though, with the rolling sentiment, we are incredibly negative. It's so negative that you would expect at least a mean reversion bounce at this point. Like, can a player get a dead cat bounce? Because we would love one up in Tesla now, okay? Because seriously, we're at 41% on the 2-day moving average. This normally, you're going to see this thing kind of bottom out around 38, 37, 36%. When you get below 42%, this thing goes with that blue lettering in the white background just as something to signal. Or if it was above 58% or whatever, when it does here in Tesla, it's red lettering. So you can see that we should probably mean revert. We want to get back to 50%. Can't we get a little mean reversion up in here? Up in here. DMX, RIP. When we're looking at just like trading signals, we don't have anything. It's super bland. I mean, yeah, we have some big bears, we have some small bears, but I think that move that we've seen down essentially encompassed all of it. We don't have a bull key 3 or a bear key 3 at all. We look at the overall chart. It's, again, that chop to the sideways. The concern is that Tesla is really good about trending, but it just trended down really aggressively. So now you might expect some real sideways action, very similar to like when this trended up and then we got sideways action. When this trended up and then we got sideways action. Tesla's notorious for moving. It just doesn't always move in the direction that you want it to, but it'll go there with a lot of fury and passion. Now, when we're looking at the daily trade sentiment, I do like what I see. We look like we could actually possibly break above that 15-day moving average. That would be really good, especially from the level that we're at. We could see a very sustained move into the fall. Actually, I'm slightly bullish going into the fall. Things are doing their best to dissuade me, but I'm very, very much expecting that this sell-off that we're seeing in August and probably September is just a setup for us to celebrate into Christmas. And then maybe we get a dump in 2024, but I mean, Santa Claus rally, here we come. Now, when we look at the overall volatility of Tesla, one of the things that I like is that it's starting to roll over and the correlation is it's still negative. We want this correlation to stay negative for as long as possible now. Because if this rolls over and the correlation goes negative, that actually will mean that's going to be very bearish. Very, very bearish. Unless the price has some crazy move that overrides the derivative of volatility and not like the trading instrument, but the mathematical concept, the derivative of volatility, which is a derivative of the price movement. This is truly going to become an ugly situation if the volatility does what you've seen it do here when it was in June and it fell and it rolled over. Because if you get rolling over volatility, and not only that, you get rising correlation. Yuck. You think that this move was ugly? You think that this smooth criminal move of Tesla all the way down from what? It looks like, let's say just 261 all the way down to 215. 212. Yikes. That smooth criminal move could be much, much worse. If this volatility rolls over and that correlation goes that way, that setup is just terrifying. Fortunately, you see the volatility is breaking up in the weekly. The correlation is still high in the weekly. So if you can get that set up, you'd really love it. If the volatility was going to break out higher and the correlation went higher, that would be clutch. That'd be huge. We are at the bottom of the range. We look like we've started to hit the bottom. I don't like that we've turned over so quick. You would have liked to at least get a little bit higher, maybe around that like 260 level. The idea that we've hit here 236 and we're already turning back down, not great. We want to see this moving even higher too. We don't want to see this at 283. We want to see this at like 293, 300. You want to see that moving up. But tell me what you think in the comments below. Are you long? Are you short? Do you like it? Do you love it? Is this even a good review? And before you go, subscribe to the New High newsletter. We send you 25 stocks to your inbox every single Sunday. Stocks between $5 and $20. Stocks breaking out to 1-year highs. Stocks breaking out to all-time highs. You'll love it. It is a great list to get every single Sunday. I'll talk to you soon.